Hello to those who came to this reading. This reading will be on what would a tarot reader tell them about you if they were to ask for you, right? So, okay, this is going to be pile 1. Pile 2. Pile 3. This is soapstone. Pile 4. This is pile 5. Hello to those who chose pile 1. I was gonna say pile 5, my bad. Let's find out the answer to your question. The way I'm gonna be talking, I'm gonna be saying like, oh, your person. Whenever I say that, that is me as a tarot reader talking to your person about you. Okay, please don't mix that up. I just want to, even though I feel like that's common sense, I'm just saying, okay? So nothing I'm about to say is explicitly referring to you about them, okay? From what I'm getting with these 3, this person over here, whoever this is, I'm gonna call them Diana, okay? So Diana over here, this is someone who is barely doesn't have any anger issues, but it's like they kind of do. It's like they're almost there. It's like that, like someone who's, I'm getting someone who's youthful and young. Anyways, I just felt like describing that. So Diana, she's probably used to hurting others people's feelings when she doesn't mean to, or she says things and she ends up regretting it. But in this scenario, I'm getting that she was being a B word to her friends, and the friend like clearly like they got upset and then they ran away. So whatever, like Diana was doing their own thing, and Diana got like ended up just accidentally like walking into trouble, or maybe they even caused the trouble. I don't know, but it doesn't matter because Diana tried asking the friend for help, and the friend just like your problem. I could defend myself. Like that's all I need. And I feel like Diana, even though this was someone that they knew, you know, like their friend, I feel like Diana underestimated their friend because Diana doesn't know her friend that deep enough, and in reality, her friend has actually dealt with like a monster like this before, and knows what to do and knows exactly like their weakness and stuff, and because Diana's friend has actually been through a lot. But with that in mind, Diana's also used to just cutting people off and not having a problem with it and just moving. Well, having a problem with it obviously, but then like Diana's friend knows how to deal with it and then move on. And that's what this kind of feels like, as in like, I'm not gonna forget what you did to me, even if I know going back to you. And it's kind of like a dog eat dog world. Like, I do my own thing, you do your own thing, okay? But it's funny because even though I'm saying this about Diana's friend, you would never think that about Diana's friend, because Diana's friend actually looks very. So beautiful is not the word. It's more of a innocent, very kind, doesn't act like someone who has had knowledge about this stuff, about how to defend themselves and all this stuff. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into your songs. So you got Dua by Lauryn Hill and you got Tonya by Brockhampton in reverse. Whenever I analyze songs, whether that song or other songs always pop up in my head, but in this case, this is like radio silent or like whatever the saying is. As I was talking about the scenario, I'm getting, because Donya by Brock Captain, it's in reverse and it's written in gray, and Doo Wop is written in this like really pretty purple color. And the only thing I'm really getting is like the letters. So it's like, wow, like the way I wrote A and Y and W, Deanna's friend's eyes too, without even meeting Deanna's friend, you would think that Deanna's friend is cute, or like someone who's interesting, who has their own quirks and stuff, just by like watching their behavior from afar. And it's like that seems like a fun person to know. Now it's like Tonya in reverse, in that Deanna's friend just is not giving Deanna the time of day, like not looking at them, like stone cold. And it's like, yes, they have their quirks and stuff, but you can watch them from afar. But imagine watching Deanna's friend from afar, but in Deanna's perspective, like they would be feel like it's mainly that they felt like they missed out on an opportunity to get to know Deanna and get closer to Deanna. And they feel like it'll be a very long time, or there is no way that Deanna's friend will ever forgive Deanna, or will ever not forgive, but will ever allow Deanna the opportunity to get to know Deanna any further. There. I'm getting the same stuff over here for Deanna's friend, over here. So like this is Deanna's face, right? And like whatever their demeanor, and then this is how they act, or the persona that they put on whenever Deanna tries to confront them. Deanna's friend is like snappy and sassy, and they can like easily just like, oh yeah, like Deanna's friend looks real cute. Deanna's friend can like defend themselves, like, because the words that popped out to me was like, the thing I got over here was like, that ain't, that word, and then I got makes you weak, and then change your word, do it, but in a very aggressive, like stern tone. Like, in a way, I feel like Deanna feels that Deanna's friend enjoys treating Deanna like this, or takes satisfaction with doing that to Deanna, treating her that way. This is so interesting. Over here, Deanna didn't know, only saw what Deanna's friend shows to the surface to everybody about their personality and like their quirks and stuff. It's like, yeah, like that is Deanna, but it's like Deanna knows something that not a lot of people know about Deanna's friend, and that they have this, like, I would say, I wouldn't call it a dark side, but it's like a very vindictive, like something you would not expect for someone that looks like Deanna's friend to have this kind of side to their personality. I guess an example I would give is, Bad Baby. Well, if you don't know her, you don't have to look her up, but it's, if you were to just look at her, she doesn't look like she's got that ghetto accent. She doesn't look like she's like she likes drama. Like, she doesn't look like she can like tell someone off like real quick like that. And I'm getting like a beautiful like girl with like their nails done, and they got like their eyeshadow good. Their eyelashes are popping. Like, this girl looks so beautiful. This girl feeling like Deanna doesn't deserve to have any of her, to even have any interaction with her, that because she ruined her chance. Okay, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but this is what's coming up. And now I feel like more than ever, Deanna's friend has caught Deanna's attention, and Deanna is very, very interested in Deanna's friend. If this resonates with your scenario, Diana is now has like a lot of romantic feelings and is still growing feelings for Diana's friend, and Diana fantasizes. That's what I'm getting over here. Fantasizes. You wanna know what's funny too? Over here, the monster that was chasing Diana, Diana has now become like the monster, or one of the monsters. And I think that there's like symbolism in that now Diana's friend perceives Diana as a monster. With Gemini in reverse, I'm getting that this person, oh, and the Ten of Swords, that they're gonna continue going after Diana's gonna continue going after after her friend, because one day Diana's friend is going to turn around and at least acknowledge Diana, and that's like a step in the right direction. So it's just Diana's having a lot of patience right now. And with Gemini in reverse, even if Diana doesn't feel happy on the inside that Diana's friend is treating them like that, Diana's still going to continue to be the person that they wish that they could have been to Diana, because they want to prove Diana's friends' misconceptions about, or supposed misconceptions about Diana, wrong. So this is like a learning lesson for them. That's all I got. Lord knows what that was supposed to mean. Please have a great day or night. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys are doing okay during this COVID. Well, if you're watching in COVID, just stay healthy. Bye. Hello to those that chose Pile 2. Where do I put it? I guess I'll put it here. Last Pile came out as like a story thing, so it worked out, but whenever I am saying, oh, them is you, okay? Who's watching this, them is you. For the songs you got Exchange by Bryson Tiller and Sacrifices by Big Sean, but you got the lyrics to both of them. And this is really cute. Your person is like a down bitch. They're your ride or die. Like, you can trust this person. This person will like run 10 miles if that helps you like survive, or I don't know, something like. This person has nothing but good intentions towards you, and I'm assuming that you guys have a connection where you've known each other for a while, and it's like the bond between you two, in their eyes, it's like unbreakable, inseparable. And the person that you're asking about, I guess you can say they see like synchronicities involving you, or they have dreams of you, and something about spirituality whenever it comes to you too. I don't know if you guys bond over like having the same religion. I'm getting that the cat over here, I'm gonna call this cat Desiree, okay? So Desiree's out here being the main character of their movie. So since they're the main character of the movie, they have a narrator in the background, and the narrator in the background is saying like a few of the words that's over here to describe Desiree. So yeah, I feel like this represents the person that you're asking about. It's funny because in your eyes, Desiree really pops out. Desiree stands out, especially if you're comparing them to like, I guess, the average person who's on social media. Desiree's pretty quiet and Desiree keeps to themselves, so Desiree might not even have like a social media account for all I know. Everybody else Desiree's age usually has a social media account, and they're very vocal, they're very emotional. There's nothing wrong with that, but in your eyes, that's what really stands out to them. That's what really stands out to you. That Desiree isn't afraid of not following what other people do. Like Desiree just does her own thing. Desiree's very spiritual. Like Desiree, at least they feel like they're in control of their life. They know how to manifest. Well, I'm getting that Desiree's really spiritual. And I could feel that Desiree's energy compared to like everyone else's that I guess that you meet that's like Desiree's age, or some people who are supposed to be like Desiree, so this could be co-workers, right? Like Desiree stands out in that Desiree keeps to herself, like yeah, like she interacts with people, but it's like she has such a high vibration compared to everybody else. I feel like Desiree gives very great advice to you. You can just like the more you interact with Desiree, you can just tell that she's such a kind soul. No harm. Doesn't want to wish harm on anyone, just wants to help out people. This is really cute. Yeah, Desiree's a really good friend. Gosh, this Desiree person is a really good person. Desiree is just a very giving person to people. I'm getting that she could even be a giving person to even strangers. Just very empathetic person. Just such a beautiful soul. Such a beautiful soul. Gosh, I have nothing but great things to say about whoever you're asking about. Because I'm assuming it's whoever you're asking about. I'm just calling them Desiree. I don't like saying them or they or whatever. Desiree really knows how to capture the attention of everybody without doing anything. So like especially over here when I looked over here and I was getting that Desiree was the main character in the movie and like the narrator was narrating about her. It's like this that's I'm getting like similar vibes over here. Have you heard of those movies where whatever like they're living their life but then they end up finding out that they're living in a matrix and that everybody else is like living according to them. So like their only job is to interact with you every morning at 10 and then after that like people just watch you because like you're the main character. You attract all kinds of people to you. I feel like you think that Desiree has a variety of friends, different kinds of friends. Like Desiree takes in everybody. Desiree accepts people. That's many. Desiree accepts people for who they are, and Desiree likes to see the good in them. And I don't know, it's just so cute. Like Desiree just has a lot of friends. Everybody likes Desiree. Everybody's a part of Desiree's movie. I feel like in your eyes, even if someone were to rob Desiree, they wouldn't end up feeling bad and end up walking away. Like, I'm not saying that would like that's what you literally think, but it's like a funny scenario like that. Like, oh well, that will probably happen to her because she's so freaking nice. Like, she's such a kind soul. Like, who would want to hurt her? When I say Desiree accepts everybody, like Desiree will even accept people who are like felons or people who are outcasted, and they just want to bring happiness to everyone's life, even if no one likes them. Oh, I'm getting that Desiree loves everyone. Oh, that's that cute. You know what? I'm sorry if you can hear the noise in the background. Like in these two images, either way, these represent Desiree, okay? So over here, Desiree in person, she comes up as silent to herself and to like a person who was observing her in her element. She would seem like a boring regular person, someone who doesn't really like stand out. It's just like keeps to herself, doesn't talk much. I'm really getting doesn't talk much. Just like it's like biting into a Ferrero Rocher. Is that how you pronounce it? Like chocolate. It's so good. That's how the Desiree soul is. Like, they're such a good person. Like, I can't stop smiling. So positive, so like full of light. Like people who interact with Desiree, whether it just be for like 5 minutes or something, like they can see this this beauty, this inner beauty. Such a creative, beautiful soul. I can't stop giving compliments to Desiree. Gosh. I know this is weird, but if you felt this vibe from them, or I don't know if you had a dream about this, but there's something about Desiree that like shapeshifts, or I'm getting like someone who can be a vessel for spirits to speak through, or someone who is just, who can speak in tongues. I'm just getting like Desiree's like a vessel for the divine. How this is so funny. I haven't gotten one bad thing about Desiree, but something, the only negative thing that's coming out about Desiree is that this kind of power that she has, this ability that she has, like her empathy and her ability to absorb things, does take a toll on her physical body. Really just tire her out, and it's very evident whenever it does, but she still carries on, continues her same attitude, but it's like you can tell that she's exhausted. Or I think that's the only negative thing about Desiree. She needs to learn how to protect herself. Yeah, because I'm not necessarily getting like to protect herself from bullying or anything, because I'm getting that everybody likes her. It's that she needs to learn how to put up boundaries. She needs to learn when to walk away from a group that has like like really bad vibes. She needs to learn how to protect herself before she goes to sleep, so that way she isn't susceptible to anything taking over her, like in her sleep. I don't know, something like that. So I guess you should really tell Desiree that. Okay, that was it. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those chose pile 3. Oh, that was such a weird hi. Okay. So, what would a tarot reader tell your person about you? The way I'm gonna be reading this, lately it looks like in the last 2 piles I've been saying names to characters, and I've been talking about it. But I'm just saying, if I say, oh, this is how they feel, I'm just reiterating that means they is you, okay? Because I'm supposed to be talking to them. So let's get started. There's definitely a dichotomy between those two energies, definitely, and I'm assuming that for you it's upright. The upright one is you, and the sideways one is whoever you're asking about. I think the person you're asking about is like an ex, someone you kind of fell out with. Doesn't have to be a bad fallout, you know, could have been a friendship fallout type of thing, you know, where y'all just went your separate ways. But what I'm seeing is that you were on one wavelength and they were on a different wavelength, and from what I'm seeing, it looks like you were the more mature one and they were a lot more younger than you, or less mature, and they indulged in things of low vibration, you know, and you were out here like, I'm not really getting that you're a spiritual person, but how to ground yourself, you know, how to save your money, you know, just like stuff like that. You know what to invest. You know what to invest in. I don't know why, but I can't seem to move on from these 2 cards. Like, I just keep on wanting to look at the dichotomies between them and say them out loud, like their differences. So I feel like you two very much did have falling out. Very different energies, very different views, values. And I'm assuming that both of you have very strong opinions about one another. If someone were to bring you up, you would have at least feel a certain reaction to it. So you two aren't over the situation that happened between you two. So for the songs you got, I Fall Apart by Post Malone, you got the lyrics to that, and then you got Again by Noah Cyrus and X. These are very sad songs. This, whoever you're asking about, they kind of feel, at least in your perspective, that they're a toxic person. I don't know if they're a toxic person yet, I'll see. Like, they try to reel you in, and say that they're not going to do the same bull that they keep on pulling, and you're like, oh, okay, but then they do it again. And then after that, they're like, no, I'm so sorry, whatever. And then they do it again. They never learn from their lessons. And the more and more this kept on happening, the more you saw this person as fake. And I don't mean as in, it's like, oh, whatever, like she needs to mature, she needs to grow up. I'm seeing like the more and more secrets that you ended up finding out about this person, or things that you didn't know about this person, you ended up finding out each time this happened. Slowly, you began to see them differently. And it's just like, I can't take it anymore. I have to leave. Whoever you're asking about, you're not going back to the person, honestly. I'm surprised you're even asking about this person, because I feel like you're already over this person. Like you're not gonna whatever bull this person tried to pull, whether it was romantic relationship or friendship, I don't know what it was. Co-workers, like you're just not having it. You're not gonna fall for it again. Like you truly aren't. You learned your lesson from trusting them. People, your friends and people around you warned you that this would happen. You are this mature person. You know your worth, but it's like, as soon as you were in this other person's vibration, your vibration also went down too, and so did you. Started thinking like them too, and you kind of became childish like them too, and not acting like a grown-up or something like that. And people try to tell you this, people try to let you know this, and it's like, how can you tell someone that's not as mature as you that I don't like, you just didn't take the criticism well. Person that you're asking about pulled you into a whole different energy that you've never felt before, or you started indulging in things that you've never indulged in before. Like you just started partying with people that you never partied before. I don't know, like a different lifestyle. Something like this person had you try out new experiences that you've never tried before, and you were very fascinated by this person that you're asking about. And it's not like whoever you're asking about is a bad person. You don't see them as a bad person. Whoever you're asking about did very much encourage you. They were, for the most part, a good partner. They gave you the love that you wanted. They communicated. You guys had very good communication. Probably made you laugh like a whole lot. You know, like you did enjoy it. And they did enjoy it too. I'm pretty sure that you noticed that these two are very different environments. This is the environment that your person pulled you into, and this is the environment that you were once in. And it's like you kind of left that environment to go join over here in the club. And just throughout this whole thing, I'm getting that you're very sure of yourself, and you're very sure of your answer, and the way you see this person and how you feel towards this person. It's like nothing's going to change your mind about this person. So like how I was talking about with the songs, what I was saying, like that's going to forever be your mentality, your thinking whenever you interact with this person. So it's like, I'll love them from afar, you know, I'll show them kindness once in a while. I'm not about to get back deep into it with this person. And over here, I'm getting that this very much is a situation where you didn't end good. This person was left distraught. Like, how could you? Like, you blindsided. To their perspective, you blindsided them when you left them. Because I'm getting that you probably had some sharp words to you. My guy, you freaking, you put their behind on blast. Like, I feel like however long ago the situation was, this person came to realize, it took them a while, but it's like they got a taste of their own medicine. Look what they made you become. You weren't like this when they first met you. And I feel like it was a hard pill for whoever this person was to swallow. I don't really think that you realize this. They ended up transforming you into something that you were not, and something that you didn't deserve to be. I don't know if they're still in denial about this, but it's just a sad situation for both sides, because I feel like this is was steaming inside you and like you snapped, or you were planning, however it was that you did it, you escaped from your person's hold. The first thing I got from here was be respectful. Yeah, this was just a life lesson for you. I really don't know why you would even ask about this person towards another tarot reader, because it's like this is the only new insight that I would give you. But this taught you the importance of social manners or social etiquette, or just the importance of society's rules. Whatever you did with this person, you'll never do it again. Like your curiosity is already quenched. You're not about to do it, and you're going back to the same lifestyle that you had before with a new sense of appreciation. Very much. So definite new perspective, and it probably encouraged you just to never want to be like however you turned out over here. Wow. So that's all I got. Sorry if you didn't like that answer. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who chose pile 4. Yeah, look. This is so messy. This is so, before I even start, this is just messy. This is like third party. Third party, like, for sure, bitch. Um, I'm gonna move this card out of the way because I don't like it there. You know what? I'm gonna leave it there. Whatever. You guys had so many cards flying out. Before I start this, okay? Literally had 3 songs fly out one time and then 3 songs fly out the other time. What's wrong with y'all? God, what is this situation? God, Lord. Okay. Well, you're on a freaking tarot reading asking about what would a tarot reader tell their person about you. So I'm about to get into this messy stuff, and I guess I'm gonna start with the songs. Whenever I am saying they and them or whatever, that's obviously referring to you, because I'm supposed to be doing this reading towards whoever you're asking about. Just clarifying that, okay? So let's get started. Honestly, I don't want to. It feels like so much. Whatever. Sorry, I'll stop complaining. I swear. So one group, you got Fear by Kendrick Lamar, Pick Up the Phone by Travis Scott, Young Thug, and then Malibu by PH1. You know what? This is a third party situation. Whoever you're asking about probably put you in a third party situation. I don't know. I'm just gonna be reading it. Whatever. Okay, right in the middle is Pick Up the Phone. So with Pick Up the Phone, okay, whenever I'm looking at these songs, thank God I don't gotta analyze the songs. I'm getting imageries as soon as I look at the song titles. So Pick Up the Phone. The person who was in the middle of all this, who freaking caused all this, was going back and forth with 2 different people. Person number 1 already had a was is someone who has already had an inkling about them being like sketch. They already had their own fears and doubts. But something I'm also going to add, I'm just going to add these characteristics because this will probably help to just describe the situation. Sorry. Person 1, I don't know if you heard that, has already had past trust issues, and they've had, I don't know if they've had bad relationships, but they've already had trust issues, and they already had trust issues about this person who was going back and forth on them. They had a reason to, though, but it just confirms their trust issues. I feel bad for this person. Oh, okay. I'm getting that person 1 was being played by the middle person, and the middle person kept going back and forth. So, person 1, we're already fearful, already has these trust issues. And the thing is that the person in the middle person, was being drawn to. I'm getting that these 2 are already in a relationship or something like that, and was being drawn to person 2. Now, person 2, the reason why they were drawn to person 2 was because person 2 treated them like crap. Person 2 wouldn't give the middle person the attention that they wanted. no matter how many times they tried to reach out to person two would end up like, I guess like they would kind of like tease them, and then by the time the middle person was already almost there, like person two would just like back away. Okay, you got in the second one, right? You got Back to Black by Amy Winehouse, Snuff by Slipknot, and Rental by Brockhampton. Dang, y'all. Okay, so you know how I said person one? So the person one, like, I'm placing them down the same position I was putting them down before. And the person one, they not only did they get Fear that was written in black ink, but they also got Back to Black. That isn't a good song. That's a really sad song. Once I'm getting that person one and the middle person is together. So Back to Black, it's like, I think this is describing how all these people in this scenario are feeling currently. Person one, I feel like probably person one probably has these kind of like fights and stuff with the middle person about their fears and whatever. And I'm assuming that the middle person ended up alleviating this fight like recently. So person one is like, okay, well, everything's good so far, but it's like they're kind of anticipating worse to happen, like the same stuff to happen again. And then the middle person keeps on looking at person two, and the song lyric I got from stuff is it's playing in my head like, before you love me, something something something, let it go before I have to know. It's just sad. The middle person seems sad, and the middle person is still looking at person two. Okay, the middle person is sad right now or currently because person two, you see, before person two was reeling the middle person in and then pulling back, but now person two's gone. They're out of the situation, or they're out of reach of the middle person. But yeah, that was the current situation, and you know what? At first I was overwhelmed, but F it, I'm gonna do this. This sounds interesting. So it starts off with a party, okay? I will alter my interpretation if this doesn't fit, whatever. But so my attention was drawn over here, and those three. I know it looks like they're yelling, but shoot, in my head they're dancing. They're dancing around in a circle. You know, there's like music playing. They're like dancing and dancing and dancing. And specifically, I'm getting that once in a while, whenever this one's dancing, that the flap from the backpack like kind of opens, but then he ends up closing it. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. But it keeps on doing that. Anyways, and then end up with Gemini. I'm really getting just like flirty, happy environment. Not like someone. This is that environment. Just like happy and jovial and just like oh. And then over here I'm getting like they're all partying, and then people are taking turns to be in the middle. So this seems, I guess this is a vibe that I'm supposed to be following up with. This is so much. I'm assuming that with this interpretation that all three people know each other or know of each other. They're all a part of a group. They all work together, something like that, where everybody usually gets along. Now I'm moving down over here, okay? These two people are mad at each other. Okay, you know how I told you that right now, currently, that middle person and person two weren't talking or whatever? Well, it's because middle person is mad at person two for something. And person two is just like, no, I'm not gonna apologize. And then like the middle person's like, well, I'm just not gonna bother like talking to you or whatever until you apologize. But it's like person two is waiting for the apology, even though the middle person is waiting for the apology, even though person two was never gonna give it. Well, I'm not saying never, but it's gonna be a very long time. And middle person is waiting for it, actively waiting. And I'm getting that person one is trying to make the relationship work. Person one sees it as, I don't know what conversation they have with the middle person, but it's like the middle person has their own flaws. I have my own flaws, as in I'm the person one. And so we both had a discussion or like an argument where we both pointed out each other's flaws and now we're going to fix it. So these two people reassured each other. And what I'm getting now is that this section is person one, this section is the middle person, and this section, like this is person two. At least from this person's perspective, the middle person actually loves person one, or they feel very loved by the middle person. And the middle person actually let person one know about this with person two. I don't know how honest they were, but they very much let it know, like, hey, like I've had a history or something with person two. And the middle person warned person one, like, I'm just letting you know something bad can happen between us two. So don't be surprised if person two starts acting like all like like sideways or whatever. Literally sideways. uh, yeah, and when the middle person let person one know this immediately put them on their guard. Like they were ready for this occurrence to happen. But it's like the middle person didn't say that this was gonna happen, but it's like this could very much happen because we had a history. I'm just letting you know. Okay, well, after the middle person let person one know, this person one is hardcore on guard. Like, I can see why the fear card came out. Like, just freaking mad. Person one is just doesn't like person two at all. They're mad at person two. They like not mad, but it's like annoyed. Like get away. Like they can't help but tap into their shadow selves whenever they think of person two. That's what's going on over here. Now for the middle person. I'm telling you, I don't know what happened between these two, but with the King of Cups, I'm getting that loving connection, right? But I'm getting that was in the past because Detox is on top. The loving connection that thing once had. And you know what? Like over here, because I saw this as person one. This is person one. It's like ever since person one came into the picture, it's like no. The middle person wanted to stop associating with person two. And with these two cards, I'm getting the phrase, if you're gonna talk about it, be about it. And that's like the middle person saying it to themselves. If you're gonna say you're gonna go to yoga, go to yoga. This is like I feel like this is the middle person trying to reform themselves into something better. Because look, this is detoxing and they're detoxing their life and then just in general like bad habits or bad things because of the king of and look the queen of cups and the king of cups like these two are definitely in like a relationship. The middle person does want to change. Wow, this is no, I'm not expecting this. Yeah, so I just think that person two just doesn't want anything to do with not anything like just doesn't want the same dynamic that they've had with person two. Like go ahead and stay in my life, but if it's gonna be the same dynamic, like no. Like I'm in a relationship or something. And especially since a bunch of word cards came out for the middle person, it's like this the middle person has been thinking about this for a long time and it's I'm assuming that it's stressed them out. I'm just getting that kind of like a relief with letting go with person two. But it's very hard for the middle person to do that. So now let me move over here to person two. And as soon as I looked at this card, I got Tonight's Gonna Be a Good Night by like the Black Eyed Peas. I don't know what song that's called, but tonight's gonna be a good night. You know how I saw these people dancing over here and happy? I'm getting that the person with the bag is person two. So you know how like the other two people were dancing? So actually what I'm thinking what's happening here is that the middle person and person one very much do know person two, and if anything, like they both are probably friends with person two, and they just want harmony, But you know how I told you that I noticed that his bag was opening once in a while, but then he just closed it, he just kept on going. It's like that's person two trying to drop hints to the middle person. But from what I was getting with this, it's like I don't even think that the middle person even like acknowledges the hints, because the middle person doesn't want to go to them, because the middle person very much enjoys what they have with person one. And person one, I'm pretty sure that I don't know if they pick up on the hints, but it's person two that keeps on dropping the hints. Like it's person two that keeps on aggravating it. The reason why I'm saying this is because over here with these cards, you know how I told you that a song came out? Well, I started getting that over here. Like the boy wants to dance, but he's holding himself from dancing, which I know is weird because how can you get that from that? But what I'm getting from these two is that person two just I don't know if it's because person two has bad impulse control, but it's like they just can't help but flirt with the middle person, or drop hints to the middle person, because this is specifically about the situation. They can't help but want to be sexual with them. I don't know, something like it's just not good. Something besides platonic, like let's just say that they can't help but make the middle person feel this way, or lead them to think that person two does feel a kindred with the middle person. Like even though they keep on, person two knows that they're making a mess of the situation, and like they can't help keep on doing stuff towards the middle person, but it's like deep down, I don't even know if the person two even realizes this, because I don't even know if they have enough self-awareness for this, but if they do analyze it themselves, they kind of feel like their inner child comes out whenever they're with the middle person. So I feel like there's something wrong with person two, because the way that they're reacting to actually liking someone, or like finding out that someone's like their soulmate, like feeling that connection, is like they can't help but taint it. Because if all this messy, I'm getting that this messy stuff was happening before the middle person even started stuff with person one. I don't know if this is also a problem with person two, that if they see something that they admire and just like find so beautiful, they they feel, not that they feel, they, objectively speaking, they just ruin it. They ruin everything that ends up, that that they see as pure. So like a pure connection and a pure friend, like they just end up ruining it. And I think this is the outcome. So this is like what they actually feel, and they're misconstruing. Look, what do you know? Two and three swords. They can't help but misconstrue. Man, person two's messed up. This is so weird. I thought the middle person was gonna be messed up. Person two can't help but misconstrue purity, and can't maintain a pure connection because they're all messed up. And with the two of swords, I'm getting that this is their position now. Because you know how I said that with the second group, that currently person two is like vacant, they left the situation. I'm getting that they were like forced to leave the situation, probably because over here the middle person forced them to leave, and that's why the middle person like is still mad about it. It's like, are you gonna even apologize for what you did? Like I don't. It's because all of this happened. Like, yes, it is the middle person's fault for not blocking this person or whatever. I don't know if you guys realize what it's like to be in a toxic relationship. It's very addicting and stuff, and it's very hard to get over. But the fact that the middle person's trying to change, I can feel the middle person still holding on resentment over here to this person. And what started off as a pure connection, I'm getting that person two's mad at the middle person, like in silence. But they're stagnant and they're stuck there. Yeah, that's all I got. Wow. If you're still stuck around here, because I don't picture this being like resonating for even like 50% of the people that are probably watching this, what's the outcome of this? What kind of question should I ask? Okay. What's the future of the middle person and person one's connection? What's the future of person one's connection with the middle person? In this deck, this is the Two of Cups. And with the imagery, I just want to say keep this in mind because I think that this just reiterates that they're both in a relationship. But I'm getting that it's this the middle, the imagery, it's like it's refined. Like the artist just finished like fine tuning and did the finishing touches on the artwork. So if I have to spell it out for you, with especially with what I'm getting with that, it's like the picture, their relationship may not be perfect, but the longer it goes, the more revisions they make on the relationship and the more perfect it gets. That's really cute, guys. And it's like this is an intruder. The way that these group of people are going about it will look, what do you know, the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Kill them with kindness. So it's like, why bother fighting with this creature? Just be like, oh, just no, thank you. And then the creature's being like, oh, okay, and it just goes away. I don't know, like, yeah, these person one and the middle person's gonna be together for a while, or maybe forever. I don't know, because I'm getting the same friend group again. Like, what? Oh, friend group. Okay, well, I guess you all are part of the same friend group, and or whoever you're asking about, and you guys are still gonna be together even till the end or something. Definitely, these two are in the same friend group because I'm getting like that this person one and this person two. But it's like bygones be bygones, I guess. So that's what's gonna happen over here with. So I think eventually, especially person one will be able to forgive person two. Ooh, honestly, okay. Yeah, like I said what I said and I mean it. But the wound that person one has with this situation won't be able to fully heal. So if these two people end up like, even if they're friends and they don't even like each other at all at this point, if they end up like interacting with one another, like, or they end up, as in like they end up, it looks like they're flirting. This will reopen the wound with person one, and like person one will get triggered. So it's always gonna be there. Like person one just can't help. Person one has like trust issues. You know, they got wounds, and person one can't help but always be paranoid about this. And it is what it is. But from what I'm seeing over here, especially I asked for the future of this connection. In the future, these two won't have a thing anymore. Like for sure. Okay, well, I'm still gonna ask over here. What's the future connection for middle person and pilots? I mean, sorry, person one. Person two. Shit. With sorry, cuss. Future of the connection of middle person and person two. Damn. You know how I talked about how I don't know if you guys are even watching this, if you guys are just like listening to this like on your earphones or something. I said that this I literally said this, okay? I said that this was person two and this was person one. And look, they're the same two people over here. So I'm getting that even though this whole situation has happened, eventually person one and person two are gonna fighting. and it's just gonna end up being like the middle person trying to de-escalate it, and they're both defensive, person one, person two. And I'm getting like person one could be fire or water. I mean, sorry, I said fire. Well, I guess fire. I meant earth and water. And person two, shit, can't talk. Person two is swords, is air. And I'm getting people talking Spanish. Yeah, this is like pent up rage. Just like wanting to come out so bad. Eventually, this altercation is gonna happen. This is so funny. I'm getting like, you know how whenever they're like God against the devil fight or light against dark, that kind of dichotomy, I'm getting that over here with these two. So it's like, this is person one, like, which is light, and this is person two, which is dark, and they're both going off, like facing off. This came out in the future connection, but the future of the connection between these two. So it looks like this is gonna eventually happen. That's all I'm gonna say. I thought I was gonna be tired, but I'm invigorated, girl. Like, this was a bunch of mess. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who chose Pile 5. Sorry, I lost your stone. Really apologize for that. It's a little thing, y'all already know. So, I'm just saying, if you're bored, you should watch Pile 4. That was crazy. Little plot twist there. I got... Same thing with Pile 4 too. I got 2 different groups of songs like that came out all at once. So in this group, I'll tell you it's Malibu by PH1 and you got the lyrics to I'm Not Racist by Jonah Lucas. It's the first time I'm getting the song. I'm immediately getting so this reading is about me doing a reading for your person on you. So whenever I say them or they, that's referring to you, okay? Unless I'm use characters, then so be it. But I'm just saying, don't be dumb. Don't be confused. So with the Malibu song, I'm getting a person who very much embodying their masculine energy, very confident in themselves, and just a person who likes someone who's a reflection of them. So this person, whoever I'm talking about, is very materialistic. They want the nice girlfriend with the little waist and big butt, you get me? With designer clothes. They want a Lambo. They want her to take a picture with the Lambo. They just want to put a big ring on it. They want to tell her I love you. Like, they just want to shower her with gifts. Dang, okay. So I'm getting... Even though this person likes someone like that, this person very much just puts an emphasis on social media or to the world or to society that their relationship is going great and that their couple goals and stuff, when like behind the scenes they really aren't couple goals at all. They always fight, they always disagree, and it's like whatever, like eventually it'll get better. That's their mentality towards it. But it's like I really hate you whenever I hate you, and I really love you whenever I love you. No matter how many times I tell you my side of the story, you never get it. Or you end up twisting it. Not in like a bad way, but it's just like you just don't understand. And you two have just, I guess, have gone through different things in life. And so yeah, I guess that's how they're viewing your dynamic. Or whatever dynamic is popping up in this reading. The other songs you got Honeymoon by Bap, which is a Korean song. It's a freaking good song. Y'all should go watch it. Y'all should go watch the MV, okay? EXO Twilight by Lil Uzi Vert, and you got the lyrics to Sweet by Brockhampton, which came out in reverse, and 777 by Extentacion. Whatever connection I was talking about, there's one person who's kind of, they've had enough. Like, I'm getting the vibes of like Britney Spears, and like I think it was like 2010 or something when she shaved off her head, or 2008 when she shaved her head, and like everyone's like, oh my gosh, she shaved her head. Or like Amanda Bynes too, when she did that, and when she got that horrible tattoo on her face. I feel so bad. Anyways, so this is someone who is they can't handle it anymore, even though everyone depends on them to be a good couple. Their parents approve of each other. Who knows? Maybe the person that you're asking about's married. Oh, this is on you. Yeah, so this would have to do with you. I don't know which one, whoever this is. This person is about to exit this relationship, or they're already planning to exit this relationship because they're done. And I could picture this being the feminine energy. The person who I was reading for was a masculine energy. Yeah, from the masculine's perspective. And it's this person who's leaving has realized that not every material things isn't everything. Society's expectations of you isn't everything, and it's them having a mental breakdown, just being like, just rethinking their whole life, and then just want to leave this relationship because the more awakened, I guess you can say, that they become, the more disgusting and like the more they are disgusted by the fact that they stay in this toxic dynamic. And the person who I was reading for in their perspective the last time, who is very much into the materialism, very much into that life, like partying and stuff and keeping up a high status, is very dismissive of their other partner who's about to leave. The other part, I don't blame the other partner who's actually going to leave, because the other partner I'm seeing with the questions that are being asked in Sweet by Brockhampton, it's like the other partner that's going to leave has already pointed out to this person, like, don't you see that like materials aren't everything? Don't you see that like, you have anger issues? Don't you want to work on that? Like, just trying to point out the flaws in their character, or point out the flaws in things too, like just in everything, and it's just analyzing things. And it's like this person is taking it as isn't even taking it in, honestly. It's just like flying over their head, like, oh, whatever, they'll get over this phase, but they don't realize, or they don't see it coming, that this other person's gonna leave the relationship. Woo! Oh my god, y'all are wild. The one who's leaving is a bisexual person. Or, okay, could be. I don't want to, put people into a box or anything. But definitely what I'm getting with this card. Okay, this is the person who's going to leave, okay? They're ready to leave because they see their partner. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give them names. So the person who was going to leave this relationship, or who's planning to, like, really, like, they're on the brink. I'm gonna name them Sarai, and the materialism person, I'm gonna name them Alex. Okay, so Sarai sees Alex, like, the more they awaken to how immature Alex is, the more Sarai's like, the more Sarai doesn't find Alex attractive at all, and now at this point sees him as like a little boy, not in a pedophile way. Oh, should I have said that? I don't know. And the more they want to explore their options romantically, and they want to experiment, is what I'm getting from Sarai. I'm getting that Sarai is doing things to upset Alex, so that way Alex can end it. But it's like at this point, Alex isn't going to end it, because as you can see back there, Alex is just thinking that this is just phase. So Sarai is just... whatever, you understand what I said. Oh, you wanna know what's funny? Like, the same little boy over here. So this is Alex. Alex could be a Libra. I mean, Libra card came out. Yeah, I'm getting that Alex is just a simple person, focuses on work, and when work's done, focuses on friends. It's like a percentage that they need to fulfill, so 20% time with friends, 20%, like 60% time at work, maybe 5% or 10% with my girlfriend, and then, or boyfriend, and then this whatever amount of time, like very scheduled, very on point. And Alex very much looks great to society, like just a great working person, getting that coin. If I'm being honest, it doesn't seem like Alex is cheating at all. I just want to put this out there. Alex is just very, very much into their work and their routine. And they just don't have it planned that Sadi's gonna leave, but Sadi's gonna leave, and when Sadi leaves, like, this is gonna really devastate Alex. This is gonna very much mess up their whole schedule that they always have planned. Yeah, they're gonna be very surprised. I'm telling you, they don't see it coming. So over here with Make It Rain is the Queen of Fire. Oh, look, the King of Fire and the Queen of Fire. Y'all, when I put down the cards, I really don't look at them. I look at them when I start analyzing them, I swear. I don't want to sound like all like oblivious or anything. I'm not trying to act, but especially with this aligning with Sadai's side. Look, Sadai is following her path, okay? Sadai is doing what Sadai's meant to do. So, yeah, this is divine judgment taking place into their little relationship. And I guess with the King of Wands, it's like her taking action to actually leave. And by the time she escapes it, over here is her with the Queen of Wands, like finally able to embrace her energy. Just be about it, like be about the bag. Shoot, I'm getting so happy when I'm looking at like Make It Rain, because Make It Rain, like, I'm not getting that Sadai's just going to leave and she's just gonna be successful in her career. Like, it's not just that. It's like she's gonna be so freaking happy. Like, I can finally visit my family. Like, I can finally. Wow, this is really sad. I can finally have a pet. I can live on my own. I don't have to worry about someone checking on my phone every night. I don't have to worry about providing SEX, service for someone every day. I can be my own person. This just feels very liberated when Saturday's gonna leave. This is gonna happen. And look, we already know. Tight ass, loosen up, control freak. Of course, it's coming up on Alex's side. So this situation, this is the King of Earth. Of course, this just makes sense, like, with the tight ass and then the King of Earth, like, okay, as soon as you leave, as soon as Sadai leaves, okay, maybe it's you. As soon as Sadai leaves, Alex is like, whoa, what's going on? And then it's like, okay, let me get my stuff together. Okay, let me make a plan. Let me reassess how I feel towards Sadai right now. I love her. It's just ultimately, it's just like, I love her. I want her back, cause looking over here. But this stuff going sideways, for real. I feel very vulnerable. It's like being very analytical of your emotions. That's just how Alex is, I guess. How Alex is processing this. Like, oh, okay, like, I'm getting that Alex is getting headaches. This is so funny. Yeah, so this is, once again, this is going to be Sadai, and this is going to be Alex. Yeah, Sadai is, well, straight up not freaking contacting Alex. Never again. Just, like, out of my life. And I also want to point this out that Sadai got nothing but fire cards, so very much could be a fire sign. Whatever, I'll just say that. Once again, Sadai's got Alex sideways. Like, like what? Like, what do I do? Like, Alex views Sadai as such a beautiful freaking goddess and thought that is still confused why Sadai left. I thought I treated her like the queen that she was, and I still left. It's just, they're still sideways about it, because how can they even go back to Sadai, who's thriving right now, probably posting a lot, like how they're single and stuff. What can I even do about it when I don't even know what the problem was? But I'm telling you, Sadai is not looking Alex's way, like, at all. Not gonna freaking go back. Sadai's probably having friends too, or related friends. Let them know if Alex is gonna try to go to wherever she's at. Try to take precautions to avoid Alex. I don't know. This is so weird. It's like, I guess especially with the Libra card that came out, I should have seen this coming, but like, I guess they're known to be very indecisive, that sign. So Alex is not doing anything about it because Alex doesn't even know where to begin to even try to recover this. Alex is still blindsided. Because look, like, I don't know, it's like, what's the point of having this sword and this gun when I'm not even gonna use it on Sarai? And either way, I'm not even gonna use it first off, and second, why am I even holding them up? Like, there's nothing to be defensive about. I'm just so confused. Oh, immediately I got that Sarai is gonna find a new hobby that she loves. For as long as Sarai doesn't interact with Alex, or Sarai doesn't let like his friends know or something, Alex will never know. I'm getting the type of energy like someone finds out that their partner's cheating and they just up and leave. They pack their stuff up and leave and block them, their partner, and never talk to them again. Like, not even give them a warning. Just they're just suddenly gone. And I think that Alex will leave Sarai alone. Won't bother him. Because Alex still sees this whole thing like, I think at the end of the day, it's just, I guess when thinking about it, we were just very different people. We wanted different things. But then in Sarai's view, the reason why she did all this, it wasn't just because of that. Like, we could have worked out our differences. It was because of this, this, and this. But like, still, Alex just doesn't see it, which was the whole problem in this whole thing. Wow. Well, that was the end of it. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day and night. Bye.